Alright, so here we are. Sorry it's a bit loud, I do live here in the city. I am doing pretty well for myself, I do have a nice city view, overlooking the entire city. At 23 years old, I should talk my shit. But look, I am not rich. I don't want you guys to see this and think, oh shit, this is rich YouTuber. He only has 2K subscribers, so how is this even possible? I work a normal job, 9 to 5, I feel like my life at this point is very different than your average 23-year-old, I've lived a lot of life. Video is just to prepare anybody that's about to graduate, or our priority already graduated, it doesn't matter. Just about life and the struggles that's about to come, because I wish somebody would have told me. They didn't talk about the fucking real, the struggles on jobs and hell and just depression and just everything. So let's just, with that being said, let's just get into the video. How life is after high school. Here we are in my apartment. So this is supposed to be a quote-unquote luxury apartment. I have made videos in the past with my issues on the luxury term, but my childhood dream was always to move to a major city and live in the top floor, have that top floor lifestyle. So, I did spend the last 5 years of my life, that's technically 5 years of my life getting to this point. So I am happy, but this is gonna be a bit of a rant and a little bit of advice, I guess, to you guys. So buckle in, let's just enjoy the show. I used to look back, my parents, I used to think that they knew, I used to think they understood everything, they understood life because they were adults. But now I'm an adult, technically, I'm 23, I pay bills, and I don't know pretty much anything, and it's like, do they know anything? I don't know. When me and my roommate first got to Miami, we actually had to live in our cars for a little bit because we couldn't find a job. And it's not like we wasn't trying. We applied to at least 100 places, it was insane, but for some odd reason, every job application either denied us or never even got back. People all around the world talking about the same issues, that the job market is just ridiculous, you cannot find a job. When I graduated, I had no clue what I was really getting myself into, because your whole life you're kind of isolated from the world's problem. The mental stress of life, that is kind of isolated from you. So when you graduate, or at least when I graduated, I was kind of just lost. I didn't know what to do. The fact that you have to figure out your entire life in the span of 5 or 10 years with no prior knowledge, no rule book, no direction, just go and just hope for the best. And that shit is fucking scary. Before I even moved out, there was nights where I had mental breakdowns on what am I gonna do with life? Okay, am I gonna go to college? If I don't go to college, what am I gonna do? Can I make money? Do I need college? I used to look up, if I don't go to college, will I be a broke loser with no friends, no girl, no family, the rest of my life? I was going through the ringer, but that mental stress on what are you gonna do with your life is very real. I don't know why we don't stress on it harder, because people do talk about, life is not easy, get prepared, bills, but they make it a joke. This is not a fucking joke. People, if you're watching this, okay, I know I've been haha, and I look, good, but no, this is not a joke. Life is fucking gruesome and tough, and I'm not saying that in a deprecating or sad way. It's just the truth. I'm just saying this as fact. Life is not easy. It's very just unpredictable. It's not fair. You might look at somebody why the F do they get to live like that, and I'm not. I understand it, truly, because I have those same thoughts. Why do some people, even with YouTube, I put hours and hours and hours into a video, and I think my videos are amazing, and I see somebody make a video in a fucking car with a phone, and I'm like, what? And I get 1 million views, what? It makes no sense. I started to realize you can't think like that, because that doesn't help you at all. I could spend my entire day in bed pissed off at the world, but at the end of the day, who's gonna come save my life? Nobody, me. That's it. Try your hardest to find at least one person in your life that you can have support you. I could not imagine going through life and all of this alone. This would be low-key impossible, with rent prices, yeah, impossible. I don't know how we're gonna be living in the next 5-10 years, but before I moved out, I heard rent was here was around $1,500 to $1,800 for what I got now. But now it's I think I paid $22.75. That's only in 3 years. So in 5 years, if the trajectory stays the same, is rent gonna be $3,000-$4,000 for just average shit? And if that's the case, is the job market gonna go up with it? Like, I don't know. There's a trend starting where people are living in their cars willingly. I did that, not willingly. I had to because, like I said, I was trying to get a job. It took 2 months, damn near, and it was tough. I realized the only thing you can do is just persevere and just keep going, because the only other option is to quit, and I'm not gonna quit. You know, I refuse to quit. Like, quitting is not an option. Like, I quit. What the fuck? Quit? Who? Me? No. You know, if you go through my channel, if you are new here, as I said, start at my moving to Miami at 20 video, and just go up from there. And you're gonna see just everything to do with me. I guess, let me give some advice. Moving out, when you get your first apartment, I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of scammers in the housing market or the renting market. And make sure to actually tour the apartment, because you know, there are some shady people that try to like hide things, hide dents and, you know, scrapes and stuff, and then make you pay for it later. Like, oh, you scraped this. Like, no, that was already there. You should have said, like, make sure if you see things, take the pictures, because they will try to get your money. Also, whenever you do pay rent, keep the receipt for a little bit, because what happened to me, one time we paid rent and they say we didn't, but luckily we had a receipt, so we showed them and they're like, oh, you did pay it, because it said the date, they signatured it, they can't dispute it. I don't know. I know this is cliche, but I recommend to spend your time doing something productive. Wake up 5 a.m., cold shower. You don't have to do all of that. Like, that's insane. But I do recommend, like, to actually think about, what do I want to do with my life? Because a lot of people get stuck in the trap where they're having fun, they're enjoying life, but that's all they're doing. And it gets to a point where in 5-10 years, people like me, you know, that's been working and being diligent on thinking like, okay, what do I want to do with my future? I get to a point where I'm okay, but they're still, oh shit, you know, where I'm at now, right? You don't want to be there then. Some thought, a little bit of thought on what you want to do with your life. I'm not saying you have to go full in, you know, you're still young, or if you are older, I'm not saying you got to go full in, but if you are older, time is of the essence. You only get one of these motherfuckers, so remember that. It's not a video game, you don't respawn, you know, this is it. I've been observing, and I've realized that guys are very horny these days, to the point where it's unhealthy. TikTok, OnlyFans, like they have a bop house. Like, what the fuck what is that? A bop house? It is not okay. It's an obsession. Guys, I'm not saying not to have fun, but come on. We have to be better as guys. What are we doing? This should not be able to happen. You know, the way that we just glamorize sex to the point where some guys are throwing their entire lives away for sex. Like, it's insane. Like, I don't even know why guys are spending millions for text messages. Like, what the fuck? What? For a DM? Like, it's ridiculous. It's dumb. I don't get it. I know it sucks, and we all hate the 9 to 5. Like, I do not like working the 9 to 5. But when you do work a 9 to 5 job, try your best to be the best effort there. Always strive to be the best. Be perfection. I'm not saying you can be perfect. I'm not saying you will ever be the best, but strive to be the best. That's all I do in my entire life. I strive to be the best, and that is it. Comment below, like I said, if you guys do want me to talk about my experience living in a car, because that did kind of warp my entire life, like view on life, and just how I view people. Because now I realize I work a job, I live here now, like, right? But at one point I was technically living in my car, so like, what does that say about someone else that's going through like bad things? Like, as they can change, like, I see everybody's equals, kinda. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, life after high school is kind of, I do know, or at least I believe, that you try your best at something, whatever it is, eventually things do go well. You get to a better position. Like I said, at one point I was homeless. I'm here now, right? And I'm not a motivational channel, so I'm not trying to do motivation speak or whatever, but it's just, that's the truth. Like, when you work hard, things tend to go well. So be the best. Try to be perfect at whatever you do, and yeah. See you guys later. Peace. Bye. Love you. And thank you for all the happy birthday wishes. That meant a lot. Thank you so much. I did have to re-upload the video, and I maybe fucked my own video because it was doing so well, and I don't know what happened. Views just stopped on it. So if you are watching this, go back and watch my 2023 video. Beautiful video. You know, it's a beautiful story. So yeah. But thanks for the birthday wishes. Peace. Love you.